So anyway guys, I'm looking for a greater way to live life now. I'm understanding that my life over here is stripping away with some aspects of life, so I'll do better. See, so what's happening with my life is I'm just going to upload everything to Mega Drive, and I'm going to let it be from now on. It's just how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. But I understand something. I understand that this life's stripping away from me. And what's left is the words I speak. And now, you guys may be hearing this, so I'm understanding that you guys are hearing this. I'm understanding either way that this is going into my Mega Drive. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that you guys are hearing this. So it's much more how I have faith. I have faith in the words that it's all the way down the stream of life. And I understand that straight away that my Mega Drive is something that's never stripping away from I, but it's something that's never stripping away from you either. But it's going to be stripping away from I. So what I do now is I move up. I have faith that I'm learning very quickly about my life. And since I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that my life over here is something much better, I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking for a better deal. So I'm understanding that you guys are listening because I can see that I speak it. And because I understand straight away that everything that I've done in my Mega Drive is going to be heard by somebody. And that's the case for me now. That I'm understanding that no matter what, there's some aspects of my Mega Drive is something to say over here that everything is being watched. That everything will be seen. And everything is seen. And I see it's much more how it is. But I feel that no matter what, I have eternity in that. I have eternity in that. So what I want to do is I have a great legacy, personally. And I just move up and I move on. Because I feel that no matter what, that I'm looking forward to help myself to do greater and greater. And now, since I'm understanding straight away how I feel, I'm planning my life at least. I'm planning my life and how my life is going to be. And I'm giving you guys ideas upon my life. So what I want to do is keep going. I'm going to keep going with everything I'm doing. And I'm understanding now it's a Sunday, so I have time to make sure I can do my Centrelink reporting. And now Centrelink reporting is a time and space in my life over here where we have to report to get some income from the government. But in your time over here, there is no such thing. And it's more how the government's changing processes. And you may have to report to the government in some other way, but never to get income from them or anything like that. I'm pretty sure though, I realize you may gain some income in other ways, such as free time or anything to do with work, where you have to report to the government that you're doing the work and stuff like that. I realize it's much more how there is a better time coming, and I'm understanding straight away how my life is helping myself to deliver content. So what's stripping away from me today? Actually, it's more how nothing so far, other than some aspects of life. Like for example, my dad is going to be stripping away from me, and so is my family, and so is Australia for some time. I see myself doing much greater, and then I'm living my Germany house over here, and I'm understanding straight away how I feel. And I see straight away how at 60 years of age, I'm understanding how I'm alone in the house, at around 60 years of age, in Germany, and it's just like this. I mean, it's just like the 29-year-young me, but it's just a different way. I mean, it's just different, and I have to dwell upon something greater. And I have to dwell upon understanding that from that point of view, I have to accept it. I have to accept it. I have to read. I have to understand what I can do. So it happens to everybody. And what do I do from that point? I mean, from that point, I just do my audio programs. I continue doing my audio programs. I continue to live life, and I stopped doing the drugs now because I never want to do drugs. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that from that point on, I have that kind of age where I have a family. And what can you do? I mean, it's much more how I feel. I feel alone. And my mum and dad have gone from this world. And my auntie's still around town. Well, once I'm 60 years of age, but she's gone her own way. See, it's much more how I feel. I see Torma's going away as well. See, everybody's going away from me over time. Everything's splitting up and going their own directions. And it's more like that for everybody. So as we age, we grow, and you have to understand straight away how to live with yourself. And you have to talk to yourself all day long, positively. And you have to coach yourself all day long to do something greater. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that at around 60 years of age, I'm understanding that what's about to come in my life is more life from that point. I have more life to live. I'm fairly, let's say, wealthy at this point. I understand because my mum gave me the house, and I understand I can still work at 60 years of age. I can still walk around, but I have a wife, and I'm learning how to occupy myself to do greater. I see stripping of everything is happening around town, and you have to accept it, and you have to shed your skin into a better way. Just like snakes who shed the skin, you also have to shed your own skin throughout life, and you have to move on. I see now, do I go nightclubbing ever again? Probably I have to go nightclubbing just to play my own music. Probably that's different. Probably that's different for me. And I can always play my own music in nightclubs. Probably now, what else? Probably I have plenty of time to make music. And I have to understand straight away that I'm learning very quickly about the production side of things. And what else? I mean, I'm looking for a better time with myself. I'm looking for a better time with myself to understand straight away that my music is never lapsing. I'm just doing something in the moment where I'm learning how to actually get ahead of the crowd, and I'm learning how to actually dwell upon my life. But I have to be able to understand that eventually this audio program strips away from me eventually, and eventually I'm with people. I mean, I'm with other people, and my family is around me, and I'm unable to do anything other than speak much more, and I'm able to do anything. I realize that for me personally, I'm making sure you understand that I'm doing great. But the last moments of my life, I'm looking at myself over here, and I say every single day, I'm looking at myself and I say I love everything, and I move up, and I realize that it's more how it's a stripping of life. But where am I when I die? I never die, but I may be in Germany. Or I may be in Australia altogether. So let's have a look. I mean, my mum depending on her, I see my mum, and depending on my mum where she wants to go, I understand straight away where I need to go. When she wants to understand something about me, I'd rather just be in Australia. I'd rather just actually just live wherever possible. And it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's much more how in Germany it's all done for me already. And I can create a little ice statue there with the money. And I can create a nice and beautiful memorial with the money I have. And I can do something like that for myself. and I can put my ashes in there next to my mum, and that'll be. And I realised something. I realised it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how to grow myself. But my life is different, and my life is stripping away from people. And I have to strip away from people regardless. I have to move away from people regardless. And that's just life. I mean, life is like that. And you have to stop talking to other people, eventually. I mean, eventually death comes upon you and says, hey, stop talking to other people. I mean, in the sense that the warning signs are coming up. I mean, in the sense, warning that death is approaching. But then you find that there is no death, as Eckhart Tolle says. I mean, you eventually find that there is no death, but it's just that you're just moving on into a greater way of wisdom for yourself. So what can I do today to help myself to succeed much more? I have to talk more words. I have to talk more words, definitely. I have to talk more words regardless of the situation. And I have to help myself to deliver information. So when I deliver information, I'm succeeding. I'm succeeding. I'm doing something regardless of situation. I see, so it's more how I feel. I need to go and do my life coaching videos. And it's more how I feel. I feel that my life coaching videos are dying. But the thing is, I'm never dying with that. I realize eventually my life coaching videos die out. And so does the audio programs. So there's no shame at all. I mean, there's no shame in what I've done. But I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling grateful. I'm learning very quickly about my life sequences. I'm learning very quickly about how to live my life. And I'm learning how to go and study. I'm studying my way of life. I'm studying how to actually love my life. But I'm learning very quickly about how young I am right now to just enjoy my life differently. But I have to move away from pleasure activities. Because it's more how there's a calling that says, hey, Danny, move away from all of that. I mean, move away from all the pleasure activities that you can do with other people. For honestly, there's a better way and there's a better road. And stuff like that. And it's much more how it is. But if you do pleasure all day long with other people, then that means that you can fall early into death. And you have to understand that what's much better than that is being able to grow yourself much more differently and being able to love your life in a better way. So find that foundation of your life and learn to see the actions that you need to have in your life and show yourself that you're worthy of a greater way. I mean, show yourself that you can love your life differently without having to do pleasure activities. I mean, you understand? I mean, eventually you have to understand that it's all going to pass you by. And you have to understand straight away how it feels. I understand straight away how you need to go and grow yourself. And you have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel amazing, regardless of the situation, because I'm speaking words. Because pleasure is never something that speaks your words for you. But what actually happens when you speak your words is you become greater in what you want to do. And then what you want to do in life is succeed with yourself to manifest a dream. And now you want to manifest those dreams, yeah? Once you are able to, as long as you speak more words. Once if you speak more words daily, you're going to find exactly what you need in life. And you're going to find that all you need to do is speak more words. I mean, you have to understand straight away that we need to go and grow ourselves. But what I want to do on YouTube is understand that's all going to die out. And eventually I have to go and just rely on my Mega Drive regardless. And that's where I'm just going to pull the trigger and I'm going to say, hey, Thank you very much. I understand straight away you guys can hear me on my Mega Drive. I have faith that all of you are seeing straight away my Mega Drive. I have a faith that no matter how much down the road we go, that you guys can open up my Mega Drive regardless. And you guys can see everything I've done in my Mega Drive. And you can see straight away everything I've done. I have faith that all of you are able to see that. I promise you, all of you who come in my direction. I have faith. I have faith every single day that since I'm understanding that and since I've said it, I promise you it's done not to worry because I asked for it. And guess what? I promise you it's more how I save time. I save time. I save a lot of time as well. And I live that way. I move on. I move quickly. I move into better ways of thinking. And I invest my money into it and I live that way. And now what to do with the key? I mean, the key, I can say this. I give it to someone. I have faith that if I give my nice and beautiful key to my Mega Drive to somebody, then somehow nobody's going to delete it. But somehow somebody's going to do something and it's going to wipe out everything. And why is that? I promise you now, guess what? I promise you gave yourself to another person. So it means, no matter what, that your whole life is in someone else's hand. I mean, in a sense, so everything you've ever done for Jesus Christ is something that I appreciate. But the thing is, I ask Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, give your key and everything to another person. I mean, give everything that you have to another person. I mean, guess what? I promise you, they can never ever damage you. I promise you, you're long gone from this world and let go and let God. I mean, let go and let God, yeah? I promise you, that's how it is. I want to call up the police station. I want to ask them, is it possible to do busking performances? But I understand something, that they're going to say no. I promise you, it's more how I feel. That I never need to do busking performances right now. But I feel that I may ask them to see exactly if it's possible. And now I understand something, that for myself at least, I'm learning quickly about the art of persuasion. I'm learning to do my life much greater. And I'm focusing on myself, yeah? I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed differently. I'm learning all that I can. I'm very positive about everything. I'm very positive. And now, that's an amazing, blissful attempt that I've learned to speak positively with myself all day long. I'm very positive. And now with my family and everything, I make sure that no matter what, that I'm learning something. And I speak over the top of them. But then guess what? I realize other people have a problem with that. Or should I have a problem with that? Or should I have a problem with me speaking over the top of them? I mean, in a sense, so that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that no matter what, that you guys have to understand that I have to encourage my family to speak on audio programs. So as I speak in audio programs, I'm looking to see exactly that it can work out. Or she can work out. And I have to teach my family how to do that. But I understand straight away how other people never want to be on my audio programs. So I'm understanding that the Camino is coming up for me. I'm understanding my mum's somewhere in life. I understand she has yet to call me for 3 days now. Because, I can say because my grandmother did just pass away, which is her mum. And I understand that my Baka Yelitsa is watching me. And Baka means grandmother. Yelitsa is watching me now. And I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed. I feel a presence with Baka Yelitsa. I feel she's around me as well now. And I'm focusing on helping myself to grow myself. So it's much more how you guys need to strip away everything from your life and see what happens. I mean, they're saying, never strip away your eye. I mean, be able to talk words with people. So, be able to talk words with yourself only. I mean, go into yourself and you'll find a way. I mean, go into yourself, just like I go into myself over here as I talk to you. I mean, guess what? I'm talking to myself over here. I'm talking all day to myself, and that's the best conversation you'll ever have in life. The best conversation you have is always with you, and instead with other people. I promise you. I promise you, everything that you ever want in life, you can do it with yourself only. I promise you can never do it with other people. I promise you can never achieve anything with other people. I promise you can achieve it with yourself though. I promise you success comes to you first, and never to other people first. I promise you must understand. So, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to see that the whole day, I promise you, the whole day is filling myself with audio programs now. And I have excitement. I have excitement about that. I have excitement talking audio programs for the rest of my life whenever I'm alone. And I just go the lone way. I just go alone somewhere and I just go and start talking words. And I put everything into my Mega Drive and I move on from the identification tax number and stuff like that. I move on from that. I mean, how about my business number and ABN number? I promise you now, the thing is with that, I promise you, I'll move on from it for now. I have to register my business anyway. But the thing is, now for myself over here, I'm not saying that with ABN number, I promise you now, I'm doing everything for free. So I never need an ABN number when I'm doing it for free. I promise you now, a little bit that way. A little bit that way, I'll move on. I want to see that road. Which that road is just taking me somewhere over there. And I'm learning how to go the freeway for life. So I live life for free. I'm doing everything for free. I deserve it. And I'm alone. And since I'm alone, I have to talk it out. I have to talk it out with myself. I have to go and do my synonyms as well. So I have some time, freedom, to go and do that. And now, with recording my software in terms of recording myself do my music production, actually all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys quickly the just zip files of everything I'm doing in zip files, and it's more enough for you. But guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I'm learning and growing, that I need to talk more, and I need to talk while I make music. And as I make music, I need to go and grow myself, and I need to talk while I make music. So I'm going to be recording my software while talking to you. And why is that? I feel it's much better for me. I feel I've learned something. I feel I want to write down, especially in my journal, everything and every single step. I want to enjoy myself while writing and writing and writing and writing as I make a music track. And I want to go slowly, baby. I want to go slowly. I want to make another track just like Zonify, but something different. I mean, every single day I'm learning something. I'm learning that Twinkle Little Star is the newest realm of possibility, but the newest actual realm is Hans Zimmer. And Hans Zimmer is something different with his track, with time. And I'm understanding straight away how I can grow myself differently, and I can help myself to produce music that I can make and never what other people make. Actually, that's the thing. So for myself, it's different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. And I want to get myself the nice and beautiful DJ deck, because I'm starting my career as a DJ. So I produce my own music and I get myself in nightclubs for free. And I go and do my own promotions for free. And I throw in promotions at random places for free. I understand something. So for myself over here, I'm doing high status for free. And I'm learning very quickly about that. I'm learning that there is a Jesus Christ. I'm learning that there is a God I'm learning that I'm very powerful, just like Jim Rohn. I'm very powerful, and Jim Rohn understands me. I'm very powerful because Jim Rohn is very powerful. And Jim Rohn is very powerful. And he says that life never gets easier, but we just get better. Unfortunately, we do get better though. Unfortunately, we do get better. But I always flip around. I always say that life gets easier because you do get better. Unfortunately, it's all different. I'm feeling really powerful. I see Jim Rohn's with me as well, yeah. I'm never stupid fucking. I understand this. I see every single day I'm learning very quickly to pronounce myself much greater. And I'm learning how to do YouTube videos. And now my YouTube videos are excellent. I'm doing my YouTube videos excellently. And now the subscribe button and all that, I should let it be that way. Actually, you guys can hashtag me and Danny Milivojevic and you can find me. And you can watch my videos, but you guys will never watch it that much. And now all of you guys can see my content, but all of you guys to finish my content, actually no way. Actually none of you can finish my content. Actually none of you people can finish my content. But after my death, actually what happens is you guys no longer even want to subscribe to my YouTube videos. I mean, I've gone from the world. I've gone from the world. But that's the thing. I mean, life is temporary. But life is also eternal. And now if you're understanding straight away that you have to understand to grow yourself differently, I'm understanding I have more power. When I speak more words, I have more power. And I can stand in this fucking prison cell over here, in this world, and I can fucking talk all these words all day fucking long. And I have the fucking best time with myself. Because I find interest in the words I speak. And I'm very, very powerful with what I say. And the more fucking words I speak, the better I am fucking. I understand that. I understand that's pure wog. I understand Tony Yugoslav fucking. I understand every single day that if you want to help yourself to deliver all the time, then make sure that every single day you're learning and growing. And then also making sure that you're manifesting your life. Because if I never talk these words to you, then how do I plan life? I mean, Jesus Christ and everybody, and also Jim Rohn, tells you to plan your life ahead of the game. And you must understand, you must plan your life, yeah? So plan it in an audio program, just like Tony Robbins says. I mean, be talking words, much more. And the more words you talk, the more you have time for yourself only. I promise you. So there's many of you listening to this. I promise you, although every single time I'm learning something quick. I'm learning how I'm an inspiration. But inspirational people come and go. And you must understand every single day to just be an inspiration for yourself. And now, because I'm understanding that I'm talking much more words today than ever before, I'm talking myself into freedom. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I start my music track differently, and I start a new track, totally. And I want to always control myself to see that there is plenty that I can do with my softwares. And there's plenty I can do with all my music tracks. But every single time I'm understanding that the melody is something that I want to do. And you have to understand this, that the melody is something that goes with the music track. Because if you have no melody in the music track that you do, then how are you going to make a track or music composition? So try to make something like Twinkle Little Star, where I made a Twinkle Little Topia Star track, which is our Twinkletopia track I made with Mozart. And it's exactly how you guys must make your music. I mean, it's so simple. And you can sing it on stage too. I mean, it's so simple. And the whole freaking music track is just basing it on Twinkle Little Star. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, you must understand. So, when you understand straight away how I feel I have to do some remixes. I have to do some nice and beautiful ways of life. And I have to give money to gain more from it. So what I want to do with my music is I want to get myself the nice and beautiful Omnisphere. And the Omnisphere is around, I see around $600, and I'm not sure how much it is, but I need to get it. And now, let's say it's around 600. I mean, do I give money? I give money. I give money for it, because what does it do for me? I mean, all it does for me is it gives me more presets, and it gives me a new synth. And now, what's a new synth do for you? First, a new synth has new sounds, and that's it. First, it has new touches of sounds. That's different. So what I can do is I can get little packs of information, and I'm understanding that Nexus has an old sound, but Nexus with Synth Avenger has different sounds, and now you have to build a sound that sounds like trance, and you have to topple your sound accordingly to make it sound like a fucking new trance track that's modern and never old. But as soon as your music track sounds old, then guess what? It's because you're never trying too much on the actual realm of making music that's new music today. So if you want to make music like how other people make music, then that's the error. The error is when you're making music like other people. You make music like how you make music. I mean, do you understand? I mean, if you want to make music, then make your own music. And never ever try to follow other people's guidelines. I mean, just try to follow your own guidelines throughout music, and try to come up with something that you want to play. That you want to play in front of people. I mean, in a sense. So I'm already there. I'm already with people on the stage, developing my music tracks. I can go the whole world now, everywhere, promoting just 3 tracks, and that's it. I mean, is it more than enough? For sure, it's more enough. For sure, it's more enough for me. And I give the people time of their life. Yeah, I understand that. But now, it's a different type of thing. And it's about finishing my first album. But now, I understand that. I understand that what I want to do is go and help myself to go and do my music track. And I want to do a music track that's actually helping me move forward in terms of life. So what I do is put distortion on it, put a sound guitars on it, and also put reverb and effector and all these freaking 10 plugins. I mean, use the whole 10 plugins of the mixer track and make something really special with those sounds. And clip it with a nice beautiful Kickstarter to make it a choppy sound for you. And then slowly develop the sound, slowly, and never try to rush your sounds. I mean, never try to rush anything. I mean, for myself, I'm never ever going to sit down on the computer to make a 3-minute track. I never care about 3-minute music. I care about 1 hour music. I care about 1 hour music, because when I sit down, I never want to rush my music, because then it sounds like shit. I understand that. I understand that no matter how much I know, I still have to learn more. Danny Milivojevic. I promise you that every single day, learn very quickly about your life, yeah? I mean, learn how to control your life. I mean, learn how to become the best version of yourself. But since I have so much time freedom, I realize I have so much time freedom to do much more. And guess what? I never eat pizza anymore. I understand how much cheese goes on pizza. I understand cheese is vegetarian, but I never eat anything that is cheese, because it has so much fat, and it's very fatty food, cheese. See, cheese is a very fatty food. And you must understand that you need to get away from cheese the most you can. But also, I'm learning very quickly about how I need to do my music production. And now, for myself at least, I'm learning very quickly. I need to remix my music production. I need to remix something as well. I need to remix. And now there's a lot of attempt over here. So what I want to do first is I want to talk long words to get there. I want to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk all day long. And I never have to complete the music tracks. I never have to complete anything other than the words I say. Words first. For me, it's important to talk words. I never care about music production because I'm talking words. But I care about music production to the point that I talk words. I mean, that's the difference. The difference is that I care about my music when I talk words. And now I'm understanding straight away that what I need to do is already get away from people. I did get away from people, and that's the first step, is to get away from people. And be with yourself only. And then find yourself alone throughout life. Find yourself alone and go the freeway. And follow Jesus Christ. From that point, you're going to hit the best kind of trend. And you're going to be very modern with what you're doing. And guess what? Talk more words from that point. And that's where I am right now. And now, that's what I'm saying. I promise you, from this point on, just keep going. And talk words more and more. And that way, you're unstoppable. And guess what you do from that point? Is read more. And consume more knowledge from the world around you. Who interests you? Go and see them. And go and give them money too, to see them. They're saying because they interest you, don't they? They're saying, so get away from 9-to-5 jobs as much as you can. And try to make some money to get away from 9-to-5 jobs. And guess what? Why don't you go the single way as much as you can? Go the single way. And be single till 40 years of age. And see how you feel. I promise you, Napoleon Hill says people seldom succeed before 40. They're saying? So he's saying that people after 40 years of age start coming to their senses about life. That life is stripping them away from everything. They're saying? So that's 11 years away from me. But I'm very successful at the moment. I'm very successful for my age, 29. I came a long way, and Jesus Christ can see my life and how much more content I can do now. I can do so much more content, and I'm a crazy freak about it. I'm a freak about communicational skills. I was so shit talking. I was so shit at talking. I was so shit about life guidelines in life. And it's never that I was so shit. I was like crap and manure crap. Yeah. I was like fucking shit because I had no fucking clue how to teach anybody anything. They're saying? Because I was never taught by my own self how to do it. I was always searching for other people to teach me. But other people can never fucking teach you nothing in life. And that's the thing. So I had to fucking wake up to myself. I see that's at 19 years of age. See, at 19 years of age, I woke up to myself on some occasion. And I started teaching myself. And I started teaching myself how to fucking get away from the drugs from that point. And I understand that no matter what, I'm still teaching myself today how to get away from drugs. I'm still teaching myself. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just a person who knows my word I only. And that's everything to me. I promise you, although now since I'm actually understanding something, I have time. I have plenty of time. Time's on my side. I made Twinkle Little Star within 1 week. I made Twinkletopia within 1 week. I made it within 3 days. I made 1 hour. I can go and continue that track. And actually, I want to go and continue it. I want to continue on Twinkle Little Star because I feel I can learn something from it. And it's time to do it as well. I feel much more blissful attempt now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly. about learning something that's coming true for me, which is my life is coming true. I mean, everything I'm doing right now is for you guys to succeed with ideas. And I'm getting it for free. I come up with audiobook programs just like this, and it's so easy for me to do audio programs. So what I do is I let it be that way. And silence is the best sound. Because if you want the best silence in the world, then you have to listen to it. Danny Milivojevic. I'm very sure that every single day I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning that I'm on fire in better ways. I'm better than that. I'm better than everything I said. I'm never on fire. I'm just better than fire. I have a lot of passion. And I understand straight away that with my nice and beautiful body in terms of physique, I understand that no matter what, I have to do greater. I have to understand that I have time always to do much greater. So what I want to do with my nice and beautiful ways of life is realize this. That if you do push-ups just every single day, just push-ups, as much as you can, first it's more enough for you. But I feel that no matter what, then my biceps need to get stronger. So what I do is I get a power tube to do my biceps. And I do bicep curls with my nice and beautiful power tube. And now do I want to exercise? I'm pretty sure yeah. I want to exercise. I want to try to get myself a nice and beautiful body with a power tube. And what I do is every single day try to just exercise here and there. But that's going to strip away from me very soon. And why am I doing that for? I want to look good. I want to feel good. I understand that. So what I do is let it be that way. I want to look better than I do. So if people can put in time for that technique, I can do that as well. I can do it as well. And now, is it more enough for me to build my bicep muscles? I'm pretty sure yeah. But every single day, I just do my bicep curls with it as much as I can. And I feel the muscle strength. So I feel that I have to work out. Regardless. And I'm walking around right now, working out. I'm working out. So it's much more how I feel. The way you dedicate your time is where it goes. But what happens now is I may have to go and do an operation. And do I want to do an operation? Actually, now that's the thing. I never need to do an operation. But the thing is, I just let it be now. I let it be that way. But the thing is, I let it be. I just go and delay the operation, and I have to delay the nice and beautiful power tube for now. I mean, why is that? I understand because I'm doing other aspects of life, and I'm always my best version of myself, regardless. But muscles are going to fade away eventually. Firstly, your muscles eventually are going to fade away, and you must understand that. So you must understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel nice and beautiful regardless of what I'm doing and regardless of my situation. So I'm understanding straight away that if I go about today, I understand straight away to talk with my word I first, and that way I'm understanding straight away how I feel. I feel different. I understand straight away how to get, in terms of a good grade for myself. And that's to study. I have to study about something. I have to study about life itself. I see, so straight away for myself, it's so important to love my life. So I make sure every single day I'm looking for a way to succeed. I'm looking for better ways of thinking. I'm looking for better ways of doing my life. So no matter what, I realize how much I have in terms of life. I can see straight away I have a lot to think about. I have a lot to do every single day. And what I do now is just this. I have a life coaching video every single day, and my Mega Drive and Instagram and YouTube. And now all I do on YouTube is I upload new YouTube videos to YouTube only and to Mega Drive. And now I have to upload everything to Mega Drive that I have in my phone always, and anything new that I have in my phone goes to Mega Drive too. And a little bit that way, and then I get my family to use my Mega Drive. And that's it. Actually, it's all together and it's all done for the rest of my life. And then their families are going to go into Mega Drive and use Mega Drive too. And now, guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel that people can find my Nice and Beautiful University and stuff like that with my links. And that's going to be in the Danny section, of course. And people are going to be manifesting a big database inside of the Nice and Beautiful Mega Drive system. It's going to be filling itself with people. And that's it. Actually, now you link people where they want, in terms of where you want them to go. And that's it. Actually, now you have what you need in life. I promise you, although every single day I'm learning how it's just like that. But since it's a lot of people doing it, I promise you it's just like that. So I focus upon helping myself to deliver information services to help myself at least. So I'm helping myself throughout life, and just like everybody else is helping themselves, I'm helping myself to succeed. So what I want to do is I'll create a way of courage and notifications. And now do I record my screen with FL Studio? I'm pretty sure no. I'm pretty sure, although I want to do everything in silence, I want to be quiet when I'm making music. And now what do I do? I understand straight away that with that I want to start my iTwinkletopia, and I want to make some more music with iTwinkletopia. And I understand straight away that it's just a 3-hour set I want to make, and it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning something along the way. But first of all, I want to try to create a new melody track. But the thing is, I start with iTwinkletopia, and I make a new sound, and I make something new come from it, and I just continue the line of aspects, of differences of life. And I make a 3-hour set, and I move on. I promise you, although it's a slow attempt, but I'm doing it in silence. So I do everything in silence, and I make sure that I'm getting myself to Omnisphere. I'm getting myself to Omnisphere. And now if it's $600, actually then I make sure I can give money to have what I need. Actually, although every single day I'm learning how to develop on my life much better and much greater. And I want to see the different lists of different tools, like serum. I can get myself serum. And now what do I want first? I mean, do I want the Omnisphere or serum? I'd rather get the serum. I'd rather get the serum and get myself a serum that can help me to do some aspects of life differently. And I just keep going from that way. I just keep going from that way. I understand something. I understand eventually my laptop I need to get a better laptop. And why is that? Because it may get old on me. And then I have to also retrieve all those passwords. And now I'd rather retrieve the passwords now for all of this stuff. So I'm understanding the FL Studio, I have the password. See Nexus, I have to understand straight away that the password, I have it. And I have to go and retrieve all those passwords. So I have to go and see straight away where those passwords are right now, so I never forget, because I need to upload and upgrade my laptop into a better one. So what you guys can do is, if you have a money back guarantee on your item, is you can give it back and give more money to get a better item for yourself. You can get yourself a better item if you have a money back guarantee. And that's it. Now, you must understand that you guys have to just give much more money to get a better item for yourself. To get a better item for yourself, you give more money, and that's it. Just make sure you're giving more money to get a better item, and that's it. Just use the money back guarantee by giving more money to get a better item. And that's it. Now, for myself over here, I'm understanding that I feel like going around Australia, but the thing is, I understand my dad's here, and I understand straight away how I feel. That first of all, I have to get my nice and beautiful vaccines over here, and I have to get myself injection as well, and I'll just move on. I'll just be quiet about everything, and I move on. I move up in silence. I have a nature for silence in my life, and I go to the nice and beautiful showcase over there, and I make sure that no matter what, I'm giving everything for free. I make sure anyway that what I'm doing now is helping myself see that being in front of people, to give a live performance in front of people, live coaching, actually never works out for me unless I worked a 9-to-5 job. And I live that way. So why is that? I understand because they're going to ask me, how do I make my money? I can just say this and this and this. And either way, I'm learning something. I'm giving everything for free. So no matter what, I'm learning how people get jealous that I'm on government allowance. People get jealous about that. So what I do is I understand I need to give a new story. So that's why I have to do this. But with music production, I promise you, with music production it's different, and also when I get the 9-to-5 job, I can go as well to go and do a promotion for myself with music production. And now in Germany is the time to do that. So the next time I speak in front of people, giving money for my promotions, for live coaching, and also for music production and DJing is in Germany only. And that's the only time I do it. And I'll let it be that way. I move on from that. And I'm understanding something, that it's more how I feel. I realize bothering promotions and all that, probably no. I never want to do a promotion. I understand something now. Probably bothering right now is dead. Actually, nobody comes there. And I understand that no way can I do it with bothering anyway. So I understand that bothering festival is gone as well. And I'm following the heart of mine to say that, hey, I have a new helpline. I have a new helpline, and that's my mother. And I see my mother is my helpline over here, and she's my call to friend. I see call to a friend. I see my call to friend buddy is my mum. So what I'm understanding straight away is I'm moving successfully throughout life, doing greater services. So I'm doing something different, and I'm making sure I'm planning my life along the way. So every single day I'm learning how to persuade myself I never need ice cream. I have a great heart, and I'm moving up in the time of life where I'm learning very quickly about just planning my life all day long in words. And I understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel that I'm amazing. I feel I'm recognizing the fact of the statement of making sure I'm moving ahead of the game. And since I'm moving ahead of the game, I'm learning very quickly about understanding how to love my life. And now that's why I'm understanding straight away that no matter what, that as I grow myself with people, I'm learning how business is done. And I'm understanding that business is done through more communicational skills. And that's it. I realize as long as you can talk more words, you can also make more money in the process. I'm excited. I'm exciting myself to see, and I'm curious to see how much money I can make in this lifetime in terms of plastic, while speaking more words. I want to understand that, because the more words you speak, the faster you are about what you do, and about getting around the world, and about doing everything you ever want to achieve. And it's much more how it is. So I want to see exactly that. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that there's always help, and there's always time for a better world, and I want to see straight away how much more I can give you in terms of content for free before I go away from this world, and how much more content I can speak out of my life to make sure I'm learning very quickly about my lifeline and what I do and everything in terms of life. And I'm learning very quickly about life, but Jesus Christ is with me here. I'm understanding straight away. I'm learning how to speak with myself all day long, and I'm performing nice and beautifully in front of people, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm heard and I'm never a disgrace, and I'm making sure I'm looking at different areas of life differently, and I'm making sure I'm above and beyond. I'm making sure I'm never even looking to the past. I'm making sure I'm moving forward. I'm making sure all the time I have something to do, and I'm loving life. And that's it. Apparently now, every single day I'm looking to understand straight away how I'm just planning my life, and my plan is working. Apparently my plan for my life is working, and that's it. Apparently you must understand that I'm feeling healthy, and I never need a cigarette, of course, and I'm making sure anyway that what I do right now is learn to help myself to love my life. And I never need a cigarette, even in Serbia and anywhere I go. I never need a cigarette in front of other people, because I've done a nice and beautiful testament for myself, and I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm done in a better way. So what I want to do is help myself to perform that. For example, with my dad's bread over there, I never need his bread ever again, and I make sure I move on from that bread, and I never eat anything that has preservatives on it. So making sure anyway that since I'm dwelling upon a better life for myself, I'm helping myself to achieve something greater. So what I want to do is help myself to elaborate about much more food and drink, and much more about health and designing yourself, and helping yourself move along quicker and quicker, and making sure that no matter what, that you're nice and sweet to get up ahead of the crowd, and making sure that no matter what, that everything's nice and beautiful. But as soon as you plan your life much more and more and more, then you're ready to do your life much greater in different ways, and it's much more get ahead of the crowd through making sure that you can go and dwell upon helping yourself to do something like an audio podcast video or something like that, which is upload 1 hour of actual audio into YouTube, just audio for the day if you want, and just do a 1 minute video on YouTube regardless. And that way you can understand straight away that you're working the best you can, and you never have to be on a video much if you never want to be. But even though you are confident to be on a video, I mean, do you understand? I say yes. So this one here is going to go into my YouTube account today. So this is my life coaching podcast, and I let it be that way. And every single day I have 1 hour coming up online. I'll move on, and that's it. You must understand, I'm learning. I'm much more in the game of life. I'm learning how it's the best time to do so, and I understand straight away that it's a much more affordable way for me as well, where I'm actually understanding straight away how I'm loving my life, and I'm looking at different aspects of life. So that's the thing. So I never have to be on video 1 hour of every day, but I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm actually understanding that. I'm actually understanding how to actually perform a YouTube video that's 1 hour long here and there, and I upload it all online today. And I'll do a 1 minute video just so you guys can see me as well. And I'll put it into my Instagram as well in terms of my Instagram reels. And I'll let it be that way. I'll move on. And that's it. I promise you, every single day, 1 hour video, I stay consistent like that for the rest of my life. And there's no worries at all. So every single day, I'm learning very quickly how to just upload to YouTube on the actual nice and beautiful front of my Class Store audio program, and I make sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about understanding that I'm free to go around Australia. But what does Jesus Christ do? I mean, Jesus Christ says there's a time and place for that. There's a time and place for that. And there's a time and place for me to go around the world, traveling for a bit, and let it be that way. I asked Jesus Christ, how long do I be like this for? I mean, Jesus Christ says, just keep going, and He's going to allow me to see